Like, oh, hold on. Oh, my goodness. You see this, Blake?
Jakara
Jackson just gave us lollipops. I get the cherry one, okay?
I got the pink one.
I'm being a sugar high tonight.
As the Meta-Four here seemingly winning over the fans of the NXT Universe right now and getting things started here inside the ring. Lash Legend.
Can we actually call them Meta-Four right now, or should we go with Meta-2?
Well, Oro Mensah is still very much.
Right, but I'm talking about here, present. I'm in the moment. You know, I'm calling what I'm seeing.
I know how badly you'd like to be part of the Meta-Four, but taking a look right now.
Oh!
Lash Legend inside the ring, Jakara Jackson on the outside. Is the Meta-Four lost it all without Noam Dar, who's still out due to injury?
I wouldn't say they're lost. Obviously, it's been a trying time for Meta-Four because when you lose your leader, your guiding force in Noam Dar, there's a readjustment period. And I think, wow.
Look at the extension there of Lash.
For a competitor like Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson, Oro Mensah, yeah, there's that longing for Noam Dar, but at the same time, you got to keep moving forward, and that's what we're seeing.
Laney Reed trying to come back the other way.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
But that's a whole lot of bully to take down. And look at Lash.
I don't know if that was smart.
And the Southern Spitfire right there in Laney Reed.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, lady. Can't support you on that move.
Lash asking Laney if she wants to play, and this is certainly not the time to go hard in the paint.
If you're Laney Reed, you got to try different things, obviously, to put yourself on the map here in NXT, but also know who your opponent is and know that it could go horribly wrong, as we are seeing.
Certainly a high-stakes championship battle coming on October 1st.
Goodness.
And Byron, we might be hearing that one on October 1st.
That was just disrespectful. That was, you don't belong in the ring with me.
Ooh. And Lash.
Woof. My chest is hurt.
We've seen her run in games in recent weeks, whether it's Wild and Out Live in Orlando.
Hey, there's no game plan right now.
Maybe a PD challenge on social media.
This is Lash Legend tired of playing games. She is ready to dominate the remainder of this match.
And the Meta-Four here, as they look to continue to pick up the pieces. Lash Legend looking to turn a big corner here. Chokeslam up and down. Oh! Getting a bit worried right now with how Laney Reed's hanging around in this matchup. Laney tries to create some separation right here off that middle turnbuckle. And Laney! High risk, high reward right there.
I'm kind of surprised that we're seeing more offense from Laney Reed.
And the float over into the DDT. Leg is hooked. Laney Reed on the cusp.
Callie Armstrong has done it. She's done it outside of WWE, outside of NXT, and now she's fixing to do it here inside the ring.
Indeed, we'll see what she can bring to the table here against Brinley Reese, but this is essentially a double Callie connection right here. West Coast supremacy on the line.
We got Callie from Inglewood representing SoCal. We got Brinley from Roseville. You ever been to Roseville?
I've never been to Roseville.
Great museum out there. We'll talk about it later.
You in museums, I'm shocked.
Oh! Wow, I didn't expect to see that from Brinley Reese.
As Brinley really upping her game here tonight.
A condescending nature, I don't mind it.
Bringing it right to Callie Armstrong. Again, Callie very powerful, already on the leaderboards in the weight rooms for the NXT Women's Division.
Yeah, look, her physical exploits obviously have been on display, but it's another thing when you're in the ring, in the midst of competition, the bright lights, all the eyes are on you. And look at Callie on her own flex, perhaps mocking Brinley Reese a little bit.
These two both known for their power here. Brinley Reese doing her best to escape, and Brinley, as we know, Byron, always staying ready. We saw recently in that Gauntlet Eliminator for the NXT Women's Championship. We know she got thrust into the breakout tournament last year. How does she always stay so prepared?
That's the thing about Brinley Reese. We've seen countless times people try to bring her down after losses, try to tarnish her name, but always seems to remain upbeat and positive and always hoping to inspire others around her. But on that point, I do wonder, Callie Armstrong, her first match out the gate, and you can see that aggression. You see that no-nonsense attitude. Brinley Reese needs to show us more of that.
Bringing the ground and pound right here to the NXT Women's Division. And Byron, something you can certainly understand. When that bell rings during your debut, how can you really truly be prepared for that moment?
I mean, it looks like Callie Armstrong is prepared. She is soaking this up. She is making people remember who she is.
Indeed, as the smack talk continues here from Callie Armstrong, as Brinley Reese going to put on the brakes right here. Oh, backslide, coming back the other way. Shoulders are down. But Callie, what once again takes down Brindley.
Talking trash while she does it.
Hooks that outside leg. Oh! And Callie Armstrong in a fight right now, something she's very used to. Coming from a huge family, 5 brothers, 2 sisters. But right now, Brindley Reese looking to take full advantage.
Well, I think you'll see the impact of Callie Armstrong's aggression now rub off on Brindley Reese, who's realizing that she has to take her game to another level.
And you see Brindley there looking to fire up for maybe that personal record. Oh! And Callie able to hang on yet again, but Brindley keeping her foot on the gas right here, Byron.
But Brindley does not want to be victimized by the rookie debut of Callie Armstrong.
And Armstrong slips out the back door. Let's see right now. Oh, and the power on display, Byron, you called it. There's the power slam, floats over. Another reason why we're inside the ring right now is Shiloh Hill was on the opposite side of a team against Gallus on a recent NXT Live event, and Joe Hendry appeared, and Gallus blamed Shiloh Hill for that.
Nothing fancy about it, but everything Coffee does hurts.
And Byron, when it comes to these young superstars, does Gallus have a game plan, or is this simply a path of destruction? Here's a cover. No leg is hooked.
I think it's a game plan to demoralize competitors like Shiloh Hill. And look, there's a lot of talent in that locker room. We talk about it every week. We see it here on Level Up. But for some reason, Gallus does not want to see anyone thrive. They want this to be Gallus 24/7. Gallus on Tuesdays, Gallus on Fridays. They don't want anyone passing them up when it comes to the pecking order in NXT.
We know those Gallus boys are always on top, and we know they're looking to be right in that spotlight, as we know there's a huge spotlight right now on all of NXTs. We're barreling right towards October 1st, the premiere on CW, now less than 2 weeks away.
And that's another motivating factor. I mean, we're about to enter a brand new era of NXT. When we head to Chicago, when we head to St. Louis, Gallus wants to be on those cards. How do you think they're gonna feel? Let's say this happened. Let's say Mark Coffey, Joe Coffey, Wolfgang, they weren't on the card, but Shiloh Hill was. How would that rub them? How would that affect their mindset around here? They want to prevent that possibility from happening.
I think we already know the answer, how Gallus would react there. Might need some extra security in that case. But Shiloh Hill, nice counter. Belly to back suplex. And let's see if Shiloh can get back in this one. Looking for what would be the biggest win of his young career.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. We're a long ways from that right now.
As both of these superstars getting up to their feet. A big showdown here right in the center of the ring. Main event on Level Up. We talk about the CW around the corner. We know all of the superstars around the WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT have their eyes fixated on everything happening right now.
Right now, Shiloh Hill's got his eyes fixated on dropping Mark Coffey multiple times.
Mark Coffey on a world of hurt right now. Maybe this isn't exactly what he wanted to sign up for. As Shiloh Hill trying to pick up some steam here. And Shiloh stomps out Coffey. Oh, and right on the cusp.
The thing about Shiloh Hill, he understands what territory he's in. He's been in that upset situation before. Can he pull it off again?
Out of the double underhook. Twist out. Mark Coffey looking to send a big message. Bam! And just like that, it's a bullhammer.
Shiloh's out.
Here is your winner.